Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. This morning, Hilarie and I were eating breakfast, and Hilarie said, "Where's the beef?" And I said, "I know where it is." Oh, let's try and get these out of the way. Before we go get the beef, we have to make some room in the freezers. Ezra has to come and inspect. You got a cut on your cheek. What have you been into? You got into a scrape with something. Full. Pretty full. There's some room in there. This is a time of year when all of our freezers are full, as they should be. We're filling them up all summer long, and then we draw them all down through the fall, winter, and the early spring before they start getting filled back up again. So if we consolidate our pork here.
What's in there?
Hot sausage.
Oh.
Hot sausage. More bacon.
There we go.
Corn is drying down now. Most of the corn silage has already been chopped, and this will stand until it's dry corn time. A lot of soybeans are still standing in the fields too, although they've started combining those off. They're dry enough to harvest as long as you get a dry stretch of weather. Just a couple things about beef and beef processing. Our beef hangs at the butcher for about 7 days until they cut it to help make the meat more tender. It can be hung much longer than that, but as a commercial butcher, they need to move product through without taking up too much hanging space in their coolers. Beef steaks sell faster than we produce them all summer long, and then this time of year steak consumption starts to go down a little bit and we get more into roasts, and ground beef sells year round. But going into the winter, usually we run out of steaks soon after butchering season's over, and then it's roasts and ground beef for the rest of the winter. Here we are. We got 2 steers in the back here, 14 boxes of beef. They dressed on the smaller end. They always do at the end of the year when we take the smaller steers. 335, I think, and 380. What's this funny business? The Dexter beef that we raise is on the small end of beef cattle, so a really good steer, a nice steer that we send early in the year, will dress at about 425, and these are on the light end because they were born late in the year. And I think the problem is that winter comes too soon and they don't get that head start on weight gain before they go into the winter pasture. A good cull cow is 500 pounds. A light steer is 325, 335. There's a hanger steak.
Oh, nice.
We'll take that. Sirloin steaks. We'll go over here. Ground beef. Ribeye steaks. Yum. They go in the other freezer. Sell them right away. Ground beef. What do we got here? T-bone. Mix of T-bone and stew meat.
This is a mystery. It is a bag in a box. We'll have to unwrap it.
What's the mystery? Looks like more organ meat. Yep, tongue, oxtail, heart, liver. That'll sell. You got pine shavings on your hood. How'd you get them on your hood?
I
Did you
have
face
no
plant the
idea.
pine
I
shavings?
must have face planted in it.
Well, it's nice to have all the beef in the freezers. We got one more cow to go later this month. This 504 tractor carried over a lot of the old Farmall attributes. For instance, how you check and fill the hydraulic transmission oil. And they're not the easiest to top off either. You block the clutch pedal down, it helps get access a little bit easier. And getting the bucket in though is kind of a pain. I need one of those pumper things to put on the bucket. There we go, she started running out. Old tractors mark their territory and occasionally they need to be topped off. The main problem on this tractor is the spool valves for the hydraulics over here. They're machined one off to fit, spool into block, and if somebody tightens the block down too much and the block warps, you never get a perfect seal, so I get little drips out of that block. And she needs some air in the front tires. It's windy and cool today. Sun's out part of the time, but overall, it's pretty chilly. All right, let's see. That's much better. The pump whine is gone. She was low. Why has she got a mask on?
All right, girls, let's go.
In you go, into the top house.
Come on.
There they go. Don't forget about this buff. Oh, that's Crazy Eyes.
Crazy Eyes, yep.
She's an old one.
Yeah, she can stay in here.
She can stay? Okay. She'll be the quality control inspector.
Ready to go.
Today, Hilarie and I are beginning the time-honored annual tradition of cleaning out the hen house for winter, and there will be many people that tell us we need to do it a different way, using a wheelbarrow, a skid steer. This is the way we do it. Well, this is not cool. I need to put on my PPE.
Luke, I am your father.
Never gets old. Hilarie has the honor of taking the first bite.
Perfect.
Hey, let me show you what's growing on the tree over here. Wild cucumbers. Pretty cool looking. They've opened up and spilled their seeds already. How come the bucket's not full yet?
How are we gonna do this?
This is over here.
What?
It's powdery over here.
Okay. You want to swap sides? It's getting chunkier.
Yeah, let's do that.
We do this in 3 days, so we do a third each day. There's 8 spaces, 8 bays, and so we do 3, and then we'll wait till the next day and do another 3, and divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
Think we'll break this if we both sit on it?
No, you built it.
Hilarie and I have been talking a lot lately, and I've been talking to you all in recent videos about where to go next. And I think that after talking about it quite a bit, it's the intellectual challenge or the mental challenge or something to stimulate us that is the next challenge. The farm was for years. Starting a small farm of this size and saying you want to feed a family off of it and make a living off of it was quite a challenge. And building a customer base, you know, all those things I've talked about in business videos, and we did that. And so we started a YouTube channel to provide a new challenge and to convey how we did what we did. But it's becoming rote, I think.
Yeah.
In other words, the same year or different years, it's kind of the same. Raising broilers, we've got that down to bump, 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 off to market, away they go, sold. And you have to have some mental stimulation, right? I mean, other things are changing in our life as well.
Yeah, our kids are getting older. Our oldest has moved out, and we have another starting college soon. So change is upon us, whether we want it to be or not.
We're going to be empty nesters. So we wonder, and I've previously expressed doing more restoration work, probably not only tractors, but other things. I'm into fixing up and restoring old stuff, and maybe adding more balance back to our lives, because for the last 11 years, all we've done is farm and make YouTube videos, but farm. I mean, the yard's a mess, the house needs upkeep. There's no time for any of that. And so this is kind of a semi-retirement thing that I think we're talking about, where we have the ability to slow down a little bit, add some variety to our lives. The one thing about being on YouTube that kind of stinks is you're always measuring your popularity. And when I was building the channel, I thought, you look at all the metrics, the analytics, all that stuff, and you always want to be on an upward curve. I think I've reached a point where that doesn't really matter to me that much anymore. It's not so much a popularity contest as doing what you want to do and being happy doing that. And if people are interested in it, that's great. So there's no plan to stop the farm completely or stop making YouTube videos. It's just maybe slow down, change the content some, get into more relaxing things that we both enjoy. And as we move into winter, we look forward to doing more things that we enjoy. For instance, Hilarie in the winter.
I usually like to read a lot of books and sit in front of the fire, so I think we'll be doing more of that.
Hilarie stands in front of the stove, actually. But and I like being in the shop, and that's where we're going. Popular or not, that's what makes us happy, and that's what we do. I'll tell you one change that needs to be made. Those roosters need to go.
Yeah, they're loud.
I'm tired of listening to them. There we go. A couple hours work and we're between a third and a half done. Enough for today. The pullets can come back in and check out their new digs. Here they come. Our pullets are starting to become hens. These little guys are pullet eggs. We still call them pullet eggs, but technically a pullet is a young female chicken that hasn't started laying yet, and a hen is laying. They're becoming hens. Their eggs will slowly get larger as they lay more and more. 'Tis the time of year when crows gather and make a racket up in the trees. Hey, monsters. It's not time to eat quite yet. Next we have to go down and see the cattle. See them black dots down there? Those are the cattle. And here they come running. Howdy, cows. You guys want to move? You want to move? Come on, cows. Grumpy bulls and belly-aching females. Yeah. Come on, Titus. We're going this way, Patty. We're going this way. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Well, make the turn. Come on, cows. They've been sticky lately. Guess I'll teach by example. Open the gate and walk in. They can follow me. Here they come. Well, you calves are on the wrong side of the fence, you goofballs. You two get the square gear award. Yes, I'm working on it. Go on in. There you go. We really have 3 square gears. You guys. Titus, what are you doing? You've been rubbing your head so much that the top of your noggin is bare. Yes, it is. It's bare. It's bare, buddy. Cattle's coats look awesome this time of year. They're starting to fur up a little bit. They just look lush. Gordon, the top of your head's bald too. Yes. You guys are like old men. You even got bald spots like me. Hey, Daffodil. This is good stuff we got here at this time of year. Young and tender, legumes coming up through, clover and alfalfa still. Why rotate cattle at all? Why not just let them have the run of the whole place and go where they will? Well, it's because of this. Here we have right in the same stand Timothy here, this darker stuff. This is orchard grass right here, and this is clover. What's been eaten the most? Given an area, cattle will wander around and they'll select from the salad bar what they want, and they often prefer clover the most because it's sweet and it's got a lot of protein in it. If you keep them on a field too long, they'll strip the clover right down to this, and they'll leave or selectively graze the other stuff. If you keep them moving, as we rotate now I'm rotating about every 3 or 4 days to a different field, it allows that clover time to recover. It allows the grass that they've trampled down time to stand up, and it's healthier for the pasture because they're taking bites of this and that, and then you're moving them off and letting it regrow. And that's one of the ways we keep a good legume mix in our field, about 40% clover and alfalfa versus timothy, orchard, and perennial ryegrass. This is Ginger, one of our mama cows. She has beautiful color and a real nice gut on her. Nice and rounded and full. When Hilarie and I talked about what still interests us about farming, grazing interests me greatly because it's always different. It's never a row. Every year is different, and finding the best way to move the cattle across the land and understanding the ins and outs of grass growth, I still find that fascinating. Let's see if we can get the square gears out of this field so I can close the gate. All right, you three. I'm gonna try and push you out. Of course, you're calves, so you're gonna be squirrely. Come on, you. Let's go. Working them away from the herd is always the hardest part. Come on. Come on, you. Let's go. Move it along. Go. You're just diagonal to me. No. You too, 22. Let's go. Come on, Mr. Shaggy. Don't go this way. I give up. Now the main herd's hollering because a couple of their calves are over here. And it's starting to sprinkle. Come on, let's go. If I can't get you guys out, I gotta come back down later. Well, maybe you two. Come on. Or maybe just you. Let's go. You're a year older, you should be smarter. Come on. Let's go. Let's go to the gate. Come on. Oh boy. I'm not running around after you playing games. I'm just going to leave them down here and I'll come back in the morning. They'll be out of the field and I'll close the gate then. Who put that rock there? A never-ending job. Looking into the future, I see possibility, and I like that. But one thing's for sure, that future will include cattle, chickens, pigs, and old tractors. Yep. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.